I'm Amy Paffrath.
And I'm Justin Walter.
And this is What's Good, the show that's dedicated to positive, uplifting stories from all over the world.
Today we're talking about a teen that is cured of a disease for the first time in history.
Wow.
And Emma Watson giving advice to make
strangers.
money for charity.
Yes, it's a really good story. Plus, we've got beautiful actress Monique Coleman on the show, so stick around. You don't want to miss any of this.
Lights, camera, action!
We are so lucky to have our following guest. She has served as the UN Youth Champion, and you also probably know her from the hugely successful Disney hit High School Musical. Please welcome Monique Coleman.
Hi!
Yes. Monique, I'm so glad to have you on this couch in the flesh. You look stunning, as always.
Thank you.
I'm from Chicago, and some of my friends, ladies back at home, are going to be very thrilled that I get to meet you.
Awesome.
Yes,
I went to school in Chicago.
They were big High School Musical fans, but what were you in Chicago for?
I went to DePaul.
Oh, you went to DePaul?
I did,
oh my gosh, amazing.
But you were also just there.
I was just there for
spreading
We
some
Day.
goodness.
Yes, for We Day, which is like an amazing event with a bunch of young people put on by Free the Children and the We
what do you
movement.
do? What did you do at the event?
I actually co-hosted it with Bailey Madison and Shay Mitchell, and
oh my gosh,
it was like incredible. Andra Day performed. It was literally just like the most inspiring.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess, do we even need to ask what's good in your world? That's amazing.
That is really amazing. But what's really good right in this moment is I just booked a show.
Amazing! Tell us about it.
Right here. Tell us all about it.
I know you guys are the first people that I'm telling
This is
about
so
it.
exciting.
I know.
Breaking
I'm so happy for
news!
you.
Breaking news!
Breaking
headline.
news, yes. Breaking news.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yes, right here. It's called Guidance. It's produced by Awesomeness TV. It's going to be on Go 90.
Yay.
And yes, that is the good news. But the even better news is that it came at a time where I was actually having a hard time and really struggling and kind of wondering what was next and how it was all going to come together. And yet every day I was waking up and doing my affirmations and doing everything that I could to stay grounded and positive and expectant and I expected that something miraculous was going to happen. And this, people might think that, you get in big movies and you stop auditioning. That's not true. Like, you audition, you do. This was a straight offer, which for me was like, wow, really? That,
wow.
It's a sign.
And it is.
It like
it's a
pings
sign.
my heart when you hear.
It really is, because it came out. It really felt like it came out of nowhere. But more than that, it's so perfect because the content, like what it's actually about.
Is it?
It's a show basically about a high school. And
are you the guidance counselor?
I am the guidance counselor.
That's cool.
I am the guidance counselor. No, right? Like
So
beyond
perfect.
I mean, I'm the guidance counselor, and basically it's about all these it's about these things that are happening at the school and unraveling, and me sort of checking in with my identity and realizing that things may not have been as I thought they were, and people were not opening up to me as much as I believed. And I don't want to give away too much.
Juicy part for
people
you.
can watch it on
It's
Awesomeness
amazing.
TV.
Yeah.
Find it on Awesomeness TV.
Yeah, it's Awesomeness TV,
Great.
and it's going to be on Go 90, the Go 90 app.
Awesome.
Great. Well,
we'll
that
talk
is
about
good
that a little
news.
more a little later. Let's get
Good
into some
news, and
yes.
there's good news all around the world, and we feel like we do this show because the media a lot of times focuses on negative news. So Amy, hit us with a good news story that we can chat about.
Yes, a 28-year-old named Kristen was suffering from a disease called keratoconus. It's an eye degenerative disorder where you lose your vision, and it's early onset glaucoma. So she was hooked up with Dr. Wachler, who also did my LASIK surgery. So I saw this story and was like, he's an incredible doctor. He ended up curing her and surprised her with this on The Doctors. Check this out.
Kristen, we have one more surprise for you. It's someone you love very much, but you've never been able to see clearly. Come on out here.
In case you are introduced, this is Matthew.
You're just as good as I thought you would be.
So awesome, right? I mean, her vision is restored.
Cured her.
Yes.
Wow.
And now
amazing.
she's also a doctor too, so her vision is very important to her. She needs to see in order to help heal other people. So just beautiful.
Speaking of another disease that has been cured, there's a story out of Paris. A teenager was cured of sickle cell anemia. First time in history this has happened. There was an experimental gene therapy done at Necker's Children's Hospital in Paris. And after 15 months of treatment, doesn't have the disease anymore.
Wow. I mean, that's
which
groundbreaking.
Is
Wow. That gave me chills.
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah.
And they're hoping that they can use this therapy and test it, obviously, with other people. It's still in the early stages, but curing diseases like that, cancer, all of
so
that.
hopeful
It
for
is.
for
Great.
people that have been suffering for years and don't think there's any hope. There is absolutely hope,
Yeah.
and that's really incredible because that's going to help so many people.
Definitely. So let's
It all
move
starts
on
with
from the
one.
medical stuff. Amy, what's another
Yes.
story you
So
got for
one of my
us?
favorite actresses, Emma Watson, who's currently
Love
starring
her.
in Beauty and the Beast. So she recently took to the streets of New York and gave out some advice. Take a look at this.
Oh, hi. How can I be a good boyfriend?
Oh, well, just even by asking the question, you're an amazing boyfriend. I think really it's just being kind in any way that you can. And dancing. Oh, you should dance with her. Boys that dance are so great. Lovely to meet you both.
So what if you could ask Emma Watson any question, a piece of advice? What would you ask?
Oh my.
Emma.
Would you rather, instead of being Belle, would you rather be Jasmine or Ariel?
What other Disney princess would you want to be?
There we
Good.
go.
That's a good one.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Or
But
what
that's
Disney
not advice,
princess?
though.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's a question
advice.
about her life. That's true.
You put me on the spot. I don't know.
know.
I'm not
Advice.
a huge.
Do
I
we
don't know
need
a lot
any
about
advice?
Emma
Let's
Watson.
see.
I wasn't a Harry Potter fan, so.
Um,
What about life advice?
You know what I would want to know? I would want to. Well, no, that's not advice.
What would you want to know, though?
all personal questions.
Yeah, I just want to know.
What would
I just
you
want
wanna
to know
know?
about her
We just
life.
wanna
And be
interview
like,
her.
Emma, tell me about your life, sweetie. No, I would like to know what it was like for her growing up. Basically in front of everyone, and how she sort of maintained her composure and transitioned in Hollywood.
Well, you at a young age grew up in front of a lot of people.
You
so.
know, me at a young looking age.
Oh.
See, that's different.
Oh.
Hollywood
Yeah.
magic.
Okay.
You
Magic
still are young looking.
Of Hollywood
age.
magic and melanin.
You don't age, girl.
Wait, so you weren't a teenager in high school?
I was.
In High School
I was a
Musical?
teenager.
Well, I'm
She was a
saying-
teenager in
I'm
actual.
saying in High School Musical.
No, I was a 25-year-old.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Didn't know that.
I
Yeah,
did
and
not
a
either.
pushing 30-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, I graduated High School Musical at 28.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and a lot of times people don't like to talk about their age,
Yeah.
but I really like to share it because I think it's important for young people to know that everything doesn't have to happen in your life before you turn 23 or 25 or 30 even.
Yes.
Right.
You know,
Well, we
that-
have these benchmarks and we try to
Yeah.
compare, but it's not even about that.
It's not about that at all. And so for people that grew up watching High School Musical, I want them to know, you know what? I did that after I'd already gone to college.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
I think
know?
that's awesome
That's
that
neat.
you share that because I think we can't really deny our age. It is what it is.
It is what it
so
is,
embrace
yeah.
it and accept
And
it.
we are where we're supposed to be.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
The
Yeah.
universe is always unfolding as it
Another
should.
thing we want to know is, people look at the show as, oh, you guys are always so happy, but all of us struggle. All of us have hard
100%.
times. So
Yeah.
when you go through hard times, what do you do to lift yourself out of obstacles?
Well, first I try to look for what is this trying to teach me. I think we sometimes try to run to the next positive moment, and instead of allowing ourselves to
Sit in it.
to sit and to feel and to ask ourselves, like, what's happening? Why is this happening? Because I do believe, and I think we all believe, that we are meant to be abundant, prosperous, happy, joyous.
Yeah.
But it's life. You can't wake up happy every single day, but you can choose that happiness. And the way that my route to it usually is through other people and by being of service and looking around and expressing my gratitude, looking and saying, this is what I'm grateful for, genuinely, sincerely, and that usually changes my mood.
I mean, I think you nailed it. Like hitting the head on giving back, finding a way to not wallow in your own stuff.
Yes.
Because it can spiral very easily when we're
100%.
left to our own devices. But meeting
Especially
up with a
in
friend.
this industry,
Yes.
it's really easy to sort of have all this attention. You're constantly being told what's wrong with you, what needs to be fixed, but to then realize that, wow, you're in a really blessed position no matter where you are
And
on
when
the
you
totem
experience and live in the lows, the highs are so much better.
Oh my gosh.
Because you get to actually
You have to have the
appreciate
lows.
them.
beyond, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But we're so happy that you're on a
Amazing.
high.
I am on a high right
so
now.
good.
I feel really great.
We did not get to my favorite segment, but we're going to do it right now.
Let's do it.
It is time for 60-second silver lining. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I don't even know what I'm
Okay.
getting into.
Okay, let me set this up. So we take a not so great story and we
Okay.
find the silver lining. And we posted this question to social media.
Okay.
The bad news is The Weeknd lost the iHeartRadio award to Justin Bieber. But the good news is blank. I don't think that's bad because I love Justin Bieber.
Well, and I don't think that's bad because he
It's
was
not.
He wrote
nominated
it.
for an iHeartRadio.
I know. It's all good, but hey, for the sake of this segment, we're saying it's bad.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna reach into the bowl. We have some great responses, and we're just gonna take turns reading them, and then we pick our favorite.
Oh, that's cute.
These are
I like
viewer
this.
submitted.
1 minute on the clock.
It's super fun.
Amy's
Mo,
phone.
you are gonna start.
We need to
Okay.
add that in the budget for next season.
Yes,
A clock.
somebody wants to sponsor our phone. Okay, the bad news is The Weeknd lost an iHeartRadio award to Justin Bieber, but the good news is...
Good news is from Lori Tenchler. Good news is maybe Steve Harvey announced that it could be fake. That's really good.
There
She
we
likes
go.
that one.
We're
That's
done.
really
We don't
good.
have to read the rest.
Joshua Tramontana. The Weeknd still has air in his lungs to live a lifestyle most don't and have to live his passion another day.
Ooh.
That's a good
All right,
one.
the good. Oh, I got my turn. The good news from Fred Stavrink. Oh, sorry, I butchered your name. They found it in between his sofa cushions the next morning.
Either way, Canadians own pop music.
He's not wrong about that. They're both
Okay.
Canadian. Sherry Myers, I knew there would be a Selena one. Selena Gomez chose The Weeknd to date, so the award is Bieber's consolation prize.
All right, Drew McCanny. There's always the Grammys.
We have one more.
Munch Wade. Good news is I didn't watch a single second of the show.
Oh,
Hey, burn!
Sassy,
All
Munch.
All
right.
right.
I think my favorite was the Steve Harvey, right?
I
off
like the
bat.
Steve Harvey too.
Right
I did
off the
too.
bat.
It made Monique giggle, so
It did make me giggle.
I think we got to go with that,
I
and
think
that
so.
was Lori Tensler. You're our winner.
Yes.
When we have
Yay,
mugs,
Lori.
you'll get one.
You're so transparent.
We are so happy that you joined us here
Thank
today,
you.
Monique. Thank you
Thank
for all of
you.
your wisdom and positivity.
And we're excited to
Aw.
we'll watch guidance.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
on
great.
Go 90. I don't know when.
We'll
TBD.
just stalk you.
TBD.
Let our
Yeah.
viewers know where they can keep up with you, though, so they can find you and follow you and watch the show when it comes out.
Okay, cool. Well, the best place to keep up with me is on Instagram at _Monique Coleman. And you can watch the show on Go 90.
Awesome.
Yeah,
We're
it's
so
called
happy.
Guidance.
So proud of you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Awesome stuff.
Yay.
And Amy, all this good news, we went out to the streets of Los Angeles and
Yes.
wanted to find out what's good in LA and in your life.
And here's what people had to say. Watch. Hey guys, I'm here with Anthony and Autumn. Guys, what's good in your world?
We are just spreading some love, smiles, the Hollywood Farmers Market.
I love it. So what are you up to, Anthony? What's going on?
This is about Grow Paradise. So it's all about the idea that humans can actually grow paradise on planet Earth, that we deserve paradise. We got to plant the food forests, plant the fruit trees. We can have paradise again.
Love that. It's so simple,
We
right?
can create paradise, yeah.
Right here on Earth. What's good in your world?
Just being here today and having a day off from school and practice and just being able to enjoy the great LA weather right now.
Simple things in life.
Handsome, I'm black, I'm in America, I'm wealthy, my parents love me, my girlfriend's hot.
Wow, the list goes on and on.
does.
You looked like a happy dude. Josephina, what's good in your life?
My family, my friends, my husband, my dog, which I love more than anyone else.
I'm a big dog lover too, I get it.
I love him. I don't know, I think I have everything I need and more, and you have to be thankful for what you have, you know. I always try to think there's people that don't have anything, so regardless of my desires and aspirations, I already have a lot, you know.
I am so glad I stopped to talk to you because you are just a ball of wisdom. Thank you. It's beautiful.
Have a
God
great
bless
day.
you. Yes, have a great day yourself. We have everything we need.
Just got out of church. We loving life.
Where'd you go to church?
The Dream Center.
Okay, just went to Mosaic.
That's right.
Feeling the heat today? Feeling that good fire in your heart?
Yeah, that's right.
I love it. What was your sermon about?
Serving about this, you know, blessing and just think about others too. Even if they do mean stuff to you negative, stay positive like Jesus would do.
Yes.
Even though they, you know, be negative or go the wrong way,
Yeah.
you know, Jesus always will still hold his hand out for forgiveness. So, you know, it was a good sermon day.
I love
Morning
that.
sermon, I love that.
Don't go low.
That's
Continue to rise
That's
above.
high.
Let's
That's
raise
right.
that vibration.
Raise
right?
that bar. Raise it. Raise it.
Before we go, we want to leave you with our good read. This one is called The Artisan's Soul and is by Erwin McManus, who happens to be my pastor at Mosaic LA here in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yes.
So have you read it yet?
I have not read it. I'm about 10 pages in and it's beautiful already.
What's
I
it
love
about?
Erwin.
What is it about?
It's
What's it
about how
about?
we're all artists. If you're a
Okay.
human being, you were born to be creative. And it's about the idea that some people don't see themselves that way. And to be human is to be creative. And so it just
like that.
encourages you to reach into your soul and find that artist within you because
All right.
it's what brings
I
humanity
might have to
together.
read it with you, Amy.
We'll read
it
along together. But Erwin is an amazing human being and he's wrote several other books. So if you want to check it out, I got this one at the library.
Your library
What?
books.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. And if you have good news to share, please let us know. And if you like the show, share it with someone you love.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time. Bye.